Keep the dog chasing it. Die well, idiot!
Not much longer, corpse!
Don't fall back!
Give me a hand over here!
Loot! Over here!
Keep the Bowser idiot busy.
Help me out here! I've gathered enough silica. Time to seek out a blacksmith and see what they can do for me. We are done here! Come on!
Is that an acid?
I'm working so hard that even McAllister's have blisters. Seems like you've got enough materials to enhance your bracer. Looking good.
A clue. One of their shelters must be nearby. I must be close to a shelter. See. There is a shelter not far from here.
I will pour my favorite drink. It is called Allah.
Easy, love.
What? I am not as think as you drunk I am.
If there's anything to learn from these dwarves, it will take great patience on my part.
Look around. There's got to be a tankard we can tongue a few drops out of.
Don't let me interrupt you.
No. Am I pissed, or does the All-Father stand before me? Both? This is good. The Wise One will surely help solve our problem.
Let us help one another. What exactly is the source of your grief here?
Rhymes! Rhythm! Oh, we could use your poet's heart.
My what?
Your words! Your gusto! We, the greatest of the sons of Ivaldi, are in need of a fitting end to the song of... Well, our end?
I am here to understand how you might help me strike back at Sutur.
Strike back? Nonsense! Besides, it is not only he we must contend with, but his kin. His daughter, Asa, stirs above, snatches up our people, works them to death.
An unwinnable war? All that's left to do is eat, drink, shag, and seal our legacies.
Exactly! But as is clear as day, we have drunk ourselves to hell, and no rhyme sticks the way it should. So, it must be you who completes the song of our saga, mine and Lom's.
I will hammer the end of your saga with the strength of Mjolnir.
Yes! What spirit!
We are to be remembered and revered by all.
Yes! With Javi among us, we must adjust the final verse. Listen closely. Till the depths of Svartalheim, great Javi came, met with dwarves he knew not by name.
In search of warriors without remiss, instead found cowards who reek of piss.
Not quite what I was thinking. Let's try.
You call yourselves the Sons of Ivaldi. Why? To shit on his name.
Brammer, I don't think he means to lend his words to our song.
Go away, Mom. Your words carve a deep wound, but they are true enough. Each day we see our numbers dwindle. Friends go out, but do not return. Choice to forget is alluring.
Sutur has stolen my son, and I do not have the luxury of forgetting. You said Sutur has a daughter.
Yes. Clever, cunning, commands an elite swath of warriors. She oversees Surtur's operations here.
Where may I find her?
There is a smeltery up the road. The dwarves there may know.
I'll go there. See what your people know. With luck, I can trap Asa. Trade her life for my son's. Thank you, Bramir. Now tend to your people as a true son of Ivaldi should. They need you.
I will.
They may try us with fire, but little do they know what fire is.
Leave! You can't help.
Sutur has a heart. I shall put it to the test. Surely his beloved daughter's life is worth Baldur's freedom. The dwarves at the smelting camp. Maybe they can help me hunt down the little princess. Has a heart. I shall put it.
Trolls, take you!
Sutur has a heart. I shall put it to the test. Surely his beloved daughter's life is worth Baldur's freedom. The dwarves at the smelting camp. Maybe they can help me hunt down the little princess. Show me. That stink. Smells worse than evil this forge back in Asgard. Let's see what these dwarves can tell me about Asa. Stretch your wings, Sunan.
Please, leave us alone.
What are you doing here?
I would have a word with you.
And Asir? You should not be here.
I'll only take a
Don't
moment.
bother,
Please go. I do not want trouble with the guards. They allow me to speak only when reporting to them, and them alone.
What are you doing here?
I should disguise myself as a muspel. Do not react. It is I, the Asir.
What? That is quite the disguise. If Loki is giving lessons, tell him we could use his expertise.
I have him locked away in a dungeon cell for roughly the next 1,000 years.
So then, what brings you? You have not come to lend your hand in the muck.
I'm looking for Asa. Can you help me with that?
Sutur's daughter. Haven't seen her for some time now. She's got her minions keeping a watchful eye on us, though. What I can say is that wherever she goes, she makes it a point to forge large magma pools. Seen her do it here. Walks around in them. I hear she can even move through them.
Something to look forward to.
Crafty she is. If you see any liquid fire pits, it may be proof she is nearby.
I'll keep an eye out. I'm looking for the one they call Asa. Does the name mean anything to you?
It means I should not be talking to you, nor should any of the others. Now go before you land us both in hot water. Hot magma, more like.
You toil as if tomorrow will never come. Is this the pace Asa demands?
It keeps her pesky rodents off my back. Keeps me fed. Well, barely. At this rate, I could eat a troll.
I imagine the hunger pangs hit quite frequently here. May I offer you something to eat?
It would surely help keep this toiler going.
I have something that will sate your belly and hopefully rouse your spirits.
How can I repay such a kindness?
Asa is a common enemy of ours, and I'm looking for her.
Common enemy is right. If I had it my way, I would bash her pretty face into scalding goo. Sadly, she has not returned for me to try my hand. And I do not know where she has gone.
Is there anything you can tell me?
I get the growing sense you mean to confront her.
Forcefully.
Then do have caution. Asa can use magma to treat her wounds. Quite quickly, I might add. She always has a silky fresh layer on her skin.
I'll have to remember that.
If you see Asa, you will give her my friendly regards, won't you?
We don't want any trouble.
You and I should talk.
High One. Is that really you? What are you doing here?
I've come looking for Surtur's daughter, the one they call Asa. I hear she frequents this place.
She makes her rounds. Comes to see that we are working as best we can.
What is all this work for?
Who knows? She brings us the ores, we extract the metals. They go to Surtur for whatever it is he so desires.
And what is she like, this Asa?
Get on her bad side and she'll bark her threats. But so long as you keep on the straight and narrow, she is, tolerable. Ensures you are well fed and healed of your wounds. Sets the bar high for a muspel.
Where might I find her now?
I do not know, but you can try your luck around the kiln.
This is bad. This is very, very bad.
Asa appears soft of heart for a muspel. Are you alright?
Move away! I need to fix this, or I'll lose the whole batch along with my head. No, no, no! What is... What? Ah! This is bad. This is very, very bad. Emir's beard! It works! It works!
As good as new.
You have done me a great service! I could kiss you!
I prefer you use your lips to tell me where I may find Asa.
Asa? What business does an Asir have with a Muspel princess?
I have a quarrel with Surtur. His daughter will help me rectify it.
And how do you plan on that? Asa may come off as a young cub, but she does have a dark side.
As do I. Can you tell me where to find her or not?
Not exactly. The resources we receive come from a Milna, but I haven't got a clue which. Our blacksmith, Glamnik. Asa took some of his workers with her. He may know more, but have caution. Last I heard, the guards are making an example out of him.
On your way, please.
For Surtur! To battle! Hey!
Oh! What are you doing?
Getting you out of here. Now keep quiet.
Quiet! My arm!
Are you okay?
I owe you my life. Those Muspels were prepared to let me bake to death.
You're in no debt to me. Though, as it turns out, I have need of your help.
Eh? What can I help you with?
Putting a stop to this invasion.
I am listening.
I know Asa oversees your work. I need to find her. What do you know of her whereabouts?
Nothing more than which way I saw her leave. It was east. Though, interestingly, she took a bunch of my people with her. Diggers. Maybe she is scouring another site?
That is helpful. Farewell, and keep safe. Some of the task has stolen Asa's attention as of late. If she's distracted, that'll make capturing her all the more simple. I wonder how Asa feels about uninvited guests. What? Dark spirits torment this land. Best not to draw attention here. Survey the area, Sunan.
Why are you here?
Aid me. Be my eyes. Everything a Muspel princess could ever want. What is this?
Are you lost, Esir?
That depends. I'm looking for someone. I was told I might find her here. Maybe you know her. Muspel, around your age, goes by Asa. Father's, how shall I put this? A vainglorious fool who thinks himself a god.
Never heard of her.
Then you'll not mind if I stay a while. Dip my toes in one of these soothing fire baths.
I have a better idea. Turn around. Go back from where you came. And please, do mind your step.
That is no way to welcome a curious outsider. Care to put that away?
Why? Afraid I know how to use it?
I am sure you can use it passably well. But then I would have to kill you.
Don't worry. You won't.
Fire, son. There is an easy way out of this.
Now where is the fun in that?
Press hard!
Take you!
Remain steadfast!
Let's keep the baubles out of it, shall we?
Oh no. The godly gloating. Smite me, I cannot bear it.
If I were you, I would save the tongue wit for a more appropriate time. I saw no such trinket on Suter, yet he too has a problem with dying.
So that was you and Aethri. What squabble had you trading blows with my father?
He has taken my son! And now I'll give your father a taste of what he has wrought. Move, so that I may trade his child for mine.
You clearly do not know my father. Your son, Baldur, I assume. He has something my father needs. And if that is so, Papa would sooner see me dead than give in to your demands. If you want your son back, you will need something far more precious than me to barter with. Me, his own daughter? I simply will not do.
Then there's no longer any need for you to draw breath.
Asa! We found it! We found... Oh!
Found what? What have you found?
Asa would not want me to say.
Asa is no longer here. I am Javi of Asgard, Lord of Frenzy. And you are in full control of my timber.
A mural. Asa believes it may help her gain entry to an ancient vault. It is in a cavern, that way!
So long as Sutur lives, my son will be his prisoner. But how does one kill that which cannot be killed? If death is not his weakness, then I must find something that is. The mural Asa was searching for should be somewhere in this cavern. She believes there is something interesting here. I need to see what it is. I could use Loki right now. He always had a nose for treasure hunts. Den giving. One great flame! Strike with me!
Found your mural, Asa. Let's see now. Elven symbols, a few of which may allude to peaks or mountains.
You? Can you read this to me?
Me? I can try. Elven runes are not something I can decipher with ease.
You'll fare better than I, and that will have to do. Any mention of an ancient vault, a door, secret entrance maybe?
No, but I can make out this. See? Two great mountains to the north, the sun and moon above.
That's it?
Regrets, Asir. We are simple diggers, not experts of things writ long ago.
Not to worry. You've been a great help.
The vault is located between two great mountains to the north. I should search there.
What see you? Cast about this land, my friend.
This must be the place. The sun. Sealed tight. That's never stopped me. The moon. Muspels were here. I can still smell their stench in the air. Now, where shall I point this one? Now we're getting somewhere. secrets I will uncover here. Drag marks, and blood was shed, but only a small amount. Were the victims still alive? Only muspels leave ashen footprints like these. One set larger than the rest. Sigrun and Holstein. Whoever did this, I will see that there is a price to pay. The wounds in their chests, identical and cauterized. I've seen nothing like it. It's unnatural. Whoever was here made it a point to occupy this space. More elven symbols. Whatever was in this wall sat undisturbed for many ages. Until now. Asa sought to enter this vault and unlock its secrets. But before she could do so, someone beat her to it. That being led a group of muspels here. Sigrun and Holstein were likely prisoners among them. Injured, but very much alive. The dwarves were taken to the center of this chamber, where it appears that some sort of ritual was prepared. The orchestrator came for the ancient elven object built into the wall. Possibly even used it in the ritual. Is that what led to the dwarves' deaths? The muspels then left, taking the object with them. But the purpose of this ritual of theirs remains a mystery to me. That sigil. I think I glimpsed it before in A3, while I searched for Baldur. Perhaps I'll find some answers there. No spells. They must have followed me here.
Where is it? Think. Think. If not here... Is that it?
Be my eyes, Sunan. I should not be seen in this area. Go, my eyes.
Burn! Burn!
more.
Target practice.
As though it may be complete. Well, well. Whoever helmed the ritual at the vault was once here. The culprit searches for a Jotun and a Muspel subject to complete their work. Muspels killing Muspels. Writings on the ritual. They are performed at night. There's emphasis on something called a salakar. My Elven is rusty. Vessel of souls, I think. Is this the object from the vault? The culprit was deciphering Elven runes. Something about the binding of only the most powerful hookers. From Sinmara. There's much secrecy about the culprit's affairs. Only she and Sutur are aware. The vault is marked here. Along with a second location. Another ritual site, perhaps.
You're light on your feet, Asa. Following me now.
You've become quite useful, Aesir. My gratitude for opening the vault. Now tell me, what happened there?
I am following the stink as it rises. As are you. Care to tell me why that is?
Days ago, Sinmara ordered my best warriors to the vault without bothering to inform me. I've not heard from them since.
Well, you're casting your suspicions at the right people. Whose quarters are these?
His name is Kalder, an adept in magic. Or Seidr, as you Asgardians sometimes call it. This place is where he practices it.
Whatever he's doing, it is not Seidr. At least not as I know it. He's using something called a salakar. It is part of a deadly ritual. And from what this room tells me, the dead will continue to pile up. Dwarves, Jotnar, Muspels.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You wouldn't. Your stepmother despises and distrusts you. Your father only the latter of those. For now. But in time, thanks to her venomous whispers, he may come to hate you as much as she does.
This is a lie. All of it. Your twisted attempt to pit me against them.
Sift through the mess yourself. No other truth lies within.
Where are you going?
After the Salakar, whatever it is, your father needs it. It may be the only leverage I have to get my son back.
Calder marked a place on a map surrounded by waters, just northeast. If he's planning another ritual there, I may be able to understand what value this Salakar holds. Calder may be nearby. This roof should give me a clear view.
Lord Calder, with your permission, we will now return to Asa.
Soon. I have need for you still.
Asa's warriors. Where do they fit into all this?
You are one of our captains, yes?
A duty I share with 2 others here.
I thought I saw something in you. Stout, resolute. Step over here.
Sigrun and Halstein were 2 of the most revered sons of Ivaldi. If such prestige is a requirement for these rituals, then Calder is surely luring that Muspel to his death. I wonder if there's a way I can observe the ritual up close. I need to approach Calder without him taking notice. Perhaps the best way is with deception.
Join me, chosen ones. Together, we will enact Suitor's will. Who among you will hold that distinct honor?
Find the Salakar! Let me kill him!
Kill them!
Fled northwest with Asa snapping at his heels. They can't have made it far.
Spread out! We have this!
I'll take point! Feed the flame!
chased after Calder like a rabid hound. How he's no helpless rabbit. What signs might I find of this pursuit?
I need your eyes, my friend.
These fools dared stand in our path. How hard was he knocked into this rock? Most likely dead upon impact. Several wounds. This one put up a fight. Briefly, I suspect. No other bodies on this warpath. He was the last to die. Asa caught up to Calder. His warriors moved in while he pushed on. But Asa tore through them like a whirlwind. The trail of the dead reveals her direction. Calder's too. And most importantly, the Salakars. They're headed west.
Go, Sunan.
I need to find Calder before Asa does. In her bloodlust, the Salakar is not safe. Looks like these two brought all the fires of Muspelheim with them. And Freya wonders why I've always refused to take her on a tour of that scorched dunghill. Asa and Calder fought here. Blood was spilled. Two sets of footprints. One is stretched, like someone fled. The other, closer together, uneven and lined with blood. They were hobbling, perhaps. Asa and Calder fought here. He gained the advantage. Foolish girl, Asa. Your rage makes you vulnerable. She's hurt, but not enough to stop her. Looks like she followed Calder up that hill.
What do you see, Sunan?
The gods here are vigilant. Acer or Calder. Only these curious Jotun buffoons who stand in my way. They should run, but they won't.
You're finished. Don't take the bait. Patience.
Ace's spear. Abandoned. Did Calder and his minions finally best her? These were similar. I used to restrain someone. The dead stack up. For these muspels, Ragnarok came early. There was a cart here, and drag marks leading to it. Asa chased Calder into this camp, leaking her lifeblood, blinded by rage and utterly reckless. Looks to have cost her too. She came crashing in, mauling whatever half-wits stood between her and Calder. But those half-wits fought back in numbers. Injured and disarmed, she was overpowered and restrained. Calder then had her tossed onto a cart like a sack of turnips. Looks like they fled up that path. What is it Calder plans to do with the little princess now that she's his prisoner? Surely not. These tracks lead west. I must find Calder and the Salakar, for Baldur's sake. Perhaps Baldur would not approve of my methods, of the cruelty I must perform on his behalf. He and Asa, they are young, pure of heart, but lacking in logic. One day they will grow up and see life as I see it. In the meantime, they must rely on me to ensure they live long enough to achieve that wisdom. And so, I do not have the luxury of being faultless. They made a turn here, toward the river. Asa.
Is that you again, Mad One? Come to tempt fate, I see.
I do not die this day. Can you say the same?
Yes. You've proven once already how you like to strut around, unencumbered by fear. Perhaps the Salakar did not give you an adequate taste of it.
Enough of this blithering. Hand over what is now mine, or shall I just take it?
To know fear, we must be subjected to it. When I am through with you, I will take Asa's willful Hugr. Soon after, the Salakar will be complete. Then, believe me, you will know fear and pain. Just like your son. Such a desperate being, man. I wish all the Asir see now. Soon there will be surprised when I present him with his own daughter's empty corpse. I will make sure he knows the truth.
Why is Sutur collecting Hoogers? What does he mean to do with the Salakar? Tell me!
Why do you aim to finish my work?
Ask yourself how much you care to suffer in these final moments.
Do your worst.
You are wasting your breath. He will not tell you. And he won't have to. His secrets are known to me now. You want them? Move aside. Move aside, or I will destroy it.
Traitor!
Traitor? It is you who are slaughtering your own kind.
What I do for Sutur!
Such devotion requires a strong Hugr. All these Muspel sacrifices, you needed only look inward. Was he right? About you wanting to complete the Salakar?
Sutur will not trade my son for something he cannot use.
So you will see it through? To what end? How many lives would you take?
For Baldur, I would drain all 9 realms. Even Asgard.
The words of a dreadful king. And a selfless father. It is the one thing that separates you from my own. You wish to reunite with your son. I wish to see my father's plans lie in ruin. No matter the price. Can you see both through?
I can. But I will need your help. The Salakar still requires the Hugr of a suitable Jotun. Calder never found one. I must get hunting.
Do as you will. In the meantime, I'll join my stepmother, wherever she may be. I will try to learn how the Salakar fits into my father's plans. Under the guise of a contrite stepdaughter, of course. Keep it. I will need a way to find you when it is time to confront my father.
You and this bauble share a bond. I set out to use you to my advantage. It ends with me and your debt.
If it were not for you, I would have never known what my father was capable of. He used our people. Turned them on each other. For his gain. I cannot forgive him. And to that end, I am your ally.
In Asgard, an ally is a friend.
Let us not get carried away.
Why are you here?
I wonder which of these dwarves can help me find a suitable Jotun. Perhaps if I listen to their chatter, some found wisdom will reveal itself. I should return to the shelter. Perhaps the dwarves there can aid me in finding a Jotun worthy of the Salakar.
Oh, that little tart! What with her crimson locks and her pompous...
Come to humiliate us some more?
Help me, and I'll compose your saga so exalted it'll enjoy Ragnarok itself. But first, I need a name and a place.
For what?
For whom? The mightiest Jotun in all of Svartalfheim.
We know the one. Right hand of Suttungr. Malvigr.
Here because of us.
She is worthwhile.
Gave your son Vidar quite the beating once, didn't she?
One day Vidar will make me proud. But why would Malvigr care about you two?
Premier and Lom aren't our real names. Allow me to introduce Fjalar and Galar. The ones who killed Suttungr's father.
I heard something about him trying to outdrink a couple of dwarves. And after befuddled tripping and breaking his neck.
Suttungr wasn't happy. Held us responsible. But luckily we'd acquired some mead. Some special mead. And well, Suttungr is partial to a bit of mead. We bartered it in exchange for our lives. Except afterwards, some thieving twat went and stole it.
Loki, most likely. It's always Loki.
Whoever it was, Suttungr didn't catch them. So he decided to take it out on us instead. Sent Malvigr to hunt us down. Been incognito ever since. Can't trust this lot not to sell us out.
Still, she hasn't found us yet.
She will. Malvigr's dangerous prey, even for you. But we can help balance the scales. Our old house, north of here, sunk in a lake. Inside, upstairs on a table, you'll find a cup of great potency.
Cup?
You know, the cup.
Oh yes, the cup.
Has the power to do wonderful stuff. For instance...
So, I bring you the cup, and then...
we show you how to use it against Malvigr.
It's a deal.
Tight! But with your crimson locks and your pompous...
Have a look, Sunan. This is the place. The old home of Bramr and Lom. Whatever they're called. I should find a way inside. Looks like I'll be getting my toes wet.
this wondrous cup of theirs? It should be on the table over there. Nothing. Perhaps someone has already been here and stolen it. Assuming there was a cup in the first place.
High one? More like feeble one! Let me live, and I will not trouble you again. It's best to leave one of your enemies alive, so they can tell of your greatness.
Everyone knows of my greatness.
Perhaps there are one or two who have not yet heard?
Just tell me where Malvigr is.
What's in it for me?
I do not know, but I will tell you this. The longer you make me wait, the worse it will be.
Malvigr is at the dam to the west. And now? Will you spare me?
Until next we meet.
There will be no next. You can be sure of that.
These rugged views. They remind me of when I once rode the land with Frick. The cool nights spent together beneath the stars. These rugged views. They remind me of when I once rode the land with Frick. The cool nights spent together beneath the stars. She enjoyed the solitude as much as I. And the trouble and danger even more. And then came the war with the Vanir. Taking Freya as my bride. It helped end that strife, but it ended many other things too. What trickery is this? So the traitors have been betrayed.
They had hoped that by serving you up, I would show them mercy. Clearly a misapprehension on their part.
Yet here I am, served up.
If I were here for you, High One, I would have brought an army. No. Suttungr will have his vengeance. But not here. I know why you have come.
I have a bone to pick with you. After what you did to my son Vidar, I must...
Vidar put up an honorable fight.
That is not what I heard.
Do not believe the stories.
Upon his return, too weak to stand, he squirmed like a worm caught in the sun.
You should have seen me. My acolytes had to carry me home on their backs. No. Your boy fought well.
Is that why you spared his life?
It is. But you aren't here to avenge Vidar's honor. You have come to steal my Hugr. And I intend to stop you.
How do you know this?
Aesir, Jotun. You and Loki are both mad. And Hirokin is just as bad. And Thor is so stupid he might as well be mad. You spread chaos wherever you go. Yet, you are all known quantities to us. Surtur is not. He rarely emerges from Muspelheim, and when he does, he shares little with us. Thus, while here, I have sent my spies to learn what he plans. Beyond wiping out the dwarves like he did the elves of Alfheim.
What do you know of his plans?
I know that he found a powerful elven relic, and that his minion, Calder, was tasked with finding the Hugrs necessary to sustain it. That Calder is now trapped within said relic, and that you would have me join him.
I must trade the Salakar for my son.
You. The one who almost killed Suttungr for his meat. Will hand over a legendary relic, take your son and leave. Just like that. Put your mania aside, Javi. Work with me. Together we will foil Surtur's ambitions.
I cannot take the risk. With each breath, Baldur is a step closer to death.
I was a parent once. But we must look beyond ourselves. For the good of all.
We have spoken long enough.
So be it.
Hey now! Bleeding!
Come! Inflict your fate worse than death on me! Or die trying! Nicely done! Impressive footwork! More than you bargained for! That was sloppy, Javi! Keep focused! This is a fight to the death! You are the greater warrior. But this is not the right result. Do what you came here to do. Get on with it, blind one! End my misery! Oh, Ymir. True, O Father. My body comes to you. Sent by the same impostor who claimed your own. As for my Hugr, do not weep for me. I do not deserve this.
No. You do not. Malvigr was right. I must find out more about the Salakar. Perhaps Hyrrokin. But I've seen nothing of her since my arrival in Svartalfheim. That leaves Ivaldi. I must seek him out. Where was it? The old workshop ruins in Valhalla. Yes, that's the place. This is the old workshop that Ivaldi spoke of. I should check if he's already here. The entrance must be on the other side.
Shoddy. Very shoddy. Where's a decent saw when you need one?
Found anything worthy of your talents?
This will have to do.
Soon you can put them to good use.
By Ymir. Is that a Salakar? I never knew they actually existed.
I know all the sagas of your people, that I've never heard of.
I never said my people.
You mean the Light Elves?
There aren't many who remember the Children of Light, or their stories. I do.
When Surtur invaded their lands, they begged me for aid. But the war with the Vanir had only just ended, and I was weary. Long after, I learned how Surtur devoured the elf's immortal light, hugger by hugger. Maybe it's the same light that now allows him to renew himself after death.
During the conquest, he must have uncovered knowledge of the Salakars.
But to what end?
What huggers does it hold?
Those of two warlords. One a Muspel. The other a Jotun.
Nothing more?
Nothing more. At least not of value.
He speaks the truth.
You deal with a fire nymph?
A fire nymph? I am the finest fire nymph in all of Svartalheim.
Allow me to introduce Asa, treasonous daughter of Surtur, and my friend.
You grow dewy-eyed in your dotage.
What have you unearthed?
Only rumors. My father is rebuilding something large and powerful, though its exact nature I cannot fathom.
And the Salakar is intended to be part of this. This something.
Most likely. Either way, its value to my father is so great he may indeed trade your son for its return.
Return to your stepmother. Arrange a trade. And one more thing. I would feel better knowing you're protected.
Sinmara travels far and wide. But I will rejoin her as you wish.
Whatever the Salakar is, I must steal it back once Baldur is safe.
Why?
Ragnarok comes. I've made plans, but they are not ideal. Perhaps the Salakar offers another way. One that will allow me to truly save those I care about. Even you.
To unlock its secrets, I will need help. There are rumors of a shelter nearby. Its dwellers may be able to assist me. Try looking near the largest karst south of here. Tell them I sent you. No dwarf would give up the chance to work with Ivaldi.
Vangrin was once home to your rivals, Sinri and Broker. Your name may not carry much weight here.
Don't make me laugh. No one cares about those two. I'll follow you once I've finished taking what I need.
The shelter must be nearby. This way will take me to the dwarves. How did the dwarves get all the way up here? The shelter is close, I feel it.
This must be the shelter Ivaldi spoke of. I should head inside.
We don't want more trouble.
You are always welcome.
Looks familiar.
Do I look like I got time for small talk?
How can so many starving dwarves
Charming.
produce so much shit?
A word, my friend. Ivaldi requests your aid.
Ain't my concern. Go talk to Orgler.
He's the master of this workshop.
Master? Nah, boy, he's chief when the masters ain't here.
Asgard is abandoned.
I just spoke to that
We
fellow.
are their dearest allies. They won't let us down.
You don't belong here. How can so many starving dwarves produce so much?
Hello there. I bring word from Ivaldi.
What do I care? Go talk to the Ganger.
Ganger?
Yeah, the chief. Name's Oakler.
I should go speak with Oakler again.
You shouldn't be here.
Before the giants came.
It's called to win the mead was sweet and the acorns to win. Don't bring us any trouble.
What do you want?
Ivaldi sends me. He requires the help of a skilled artisan.
A meeting of minds, huh? Well, it ain't up to me. You'd best talk to Brokkr or Sindri.
They still breathe. Where are they?
No idea. Sindri went off adventuring. He does that. Mind you, it's been a while since he left.
How much of a while?
Couple of weeks.
And his absence doesn't worry you?
Not my business where he goes.
And Brokkr?
Went to look for Sindri. Bit of a worry guts, that one. Ever since he mucked up the forging of Mjolnir. Anyway, look, leave your name and I'll pass it to Brokkr when he shows up.
Tell him Havi of Asgard was here.
Havi of... by Ymir? Really, it is you?
I'll return tonight. In the meantime, fetch Ivaldi. He's at the old workshop ruins.
How can so many starving dwarves produce so much shit?
I'm sure I know you.
How can so many starving dwarves produce so much shit?
What do you want?
How can so...
3 times it stung me. 3! On the hand, then the neck, oh, then on my eyeball!
A true master would ignore such trifles.
Trifles? That gadfly was the size of a squirrel! A big one!
An ogre could tear me limb from limb, and still my severed hands would finish the job. That is focus. That is passion. That is...
Horseshit. Master Brokkr, I'm glad you have made it home. And your brother, did you find him?
Yeah. You never did say where he was.
I believe Sindri went adventuring.
Adventuring? No, that's not it. He went to find the special mead. Had a hankering, he said.
Special meat?
Yeah, the special mead.
Sutunger's special meat.
What's that frosty arse got to do with it? We ain't in Jotunheim, in case you hadn't noticed. Well, there's this mead they make down at the brewery. So sweet, well, it's bloody sweet, all right? Anyway, Sindri had an itch for it. Just a horn or 2, he said. So, off he goes. That was half a moon ago. I told him not to do it. Too many giants out there, but he wouldn't listen. Him and his cravings.
Where can I find this brewery?
Aylthorpe, southeast of here, other side of the marsh. Can't miss it. You're going to rescue him?
I will find him, yes. And afterwards, you and he will repay me by helping Ivaldi with the job I need done.
Now, hold on. We didn't,
Good, good. We have a deal. That gadfly? It was Loki. Thor himself could not have withstood the sting.
Asgard has abandoned us.
No, we are their dearest
Is it too much to ask?
I should be cautious. Ah, the sweet scent of mead, fouled by the stench of muspels. Ah, the sweet scent of mead, fouled by the stench of muspels. And Jotnar too. The smell of mead grows strong. This must be where everything is stored. Sindri's nose would have guided him here. I don't believe in locked doors. Where are they holding him, I wonder?
I'm out of meat! Bring me another barrel! I'm out of meat! Bring me another barrel! What?
Die!
Thank you. Much obliged.
Stop chasing its tail.
Take what? Won't take long!
These aren't making any use of this place. They let it rot.
Go away! We've enough misery here!
I sense that Sindri's been here. This hammer bears the mark of Sindri, and here, a bag of roasted acorns. Is this Sindri's special mead? Given the puddles on the floor, he must have taken a bath in it. Surely there is some sign of Sindri here. A chain was placed here. From the scarring, something heavy was suspended from it. I've carried enough dwarves recently to know they're not as light as they look. This blood is many days old. One trail leads in, the other out. have here? The Muspels have a prison not far from here. Janshus, they call it. Some days ago, Sindri was captured while sneaking outside. He was dragged in here for interrogation. His belongings were seized. Even his roasted acorns, one of the many dwarven delicacies I will never fathom. They tried to loosen his tongue using the same sweet meat he himself sought. Almost drowned him in it. But the shelter has not been raided. So Sindri must have remained strong and refused to give them its location. Instead, he was dragged away. Bloodied, drunk as a fish. But alive. Most likely to face further tortures at a makeshift prison named Jarnshus. That is where I should go next.
Stop right there.
Lose something.
This place reeks of misery. More than I would even wish upon Loki. No matter his... This place reeks of misery. More than I would even wish upon Loki. No matter his crimes. It's likely Sindri was brought here many days ago. I hope I'm not too late.
Eat in their fat little bellies.
Most of the dead have been roasted upon the flames. But that other body over there... I hope it is not who I think it is.
Hey! I'll split you! What? Alarm! We are...
Help me! Someone please help me!
I know this mark. Whoever he was, he had his hooker cruelly stolen. I can sense that the Salakar was satisfied on this occasion. was this Kelder's first victim. And that amulet. The sigil. Sindri. Reckless fool. All this was a mead. Oh well, it is done. I must return the body to Broker.
It is too much!
Chance led to Sindri's capture, but the nature of his death, that was not chance. When the enemy realized they had such a prize in their clutches. Sindris are of lesser value. Still, it can't be coincidence that Kelder sated the Salaka with the hookers of so many races. Muspel, Jotun, Dwarf, who knows what else.
It cannot be. Is this Sindri? Noblest of
Please
dwarves?
let this not be our missing master.
Who is this you bring? No! It can't be!
Master Broker, I share in your grief. Truly I do. Your brother was the worthiest of dwarves. More so than you will ever know.
Oh, Sindri. No. No! My dear Sindri.
The funeral arrangements are being made outside. I must use this chance to bend Broker to my will. Strange. I've never seen a dwarf rowing in one of these boats.
We're missing the two.
I must find a way to ease Broker's sorrow and make him amenable to my wishes.
You lied to me. You said you would save him.
I said I would find him.
That ain't my brother. Not anymore. What happened? Tell me. Everything.
As I neared the village, I heard a great roar, like that of a wounded bear. Soon after, I witnessed the final act of a mighty battle. Sindri, beset by giants on all sides. It was he who made the godlike roars.
He He always did have a deep voice.
He wielded his hammer and chisel with uncommon skill.
Yes! Yes! I've seen him do it many times in the workshop!
Giants lay strewn about, slain by Sindri's hand. But then... one, of cowardly aspect, struck your brother treacherously in the back. Yet even as Sindri succumbed to the blow, he lobbed his chisel and struck the coward dead right between the eyes.
Sindri did all that?
So it will be written.
Sindri, you son of a rock, where did you hide your tools? I'll cut down that oak.
Where could they be?
Is something wrong, Vasil?
Everything is wrong. We're burying the greatest smith who ever lived, and we don't have his tools to put with him.
I came across some at Aelthorpe. If you want, I can fetch.
Those are just the spares. He never took his best ones from the shelter.
I see. How is it that such valuable instruments have been misplaced?
Misplaced? Don't be daft. Hidden, more like.
By Sindri.
To make sure no one else ever touched them. Particularly Brooker. Except now we can't find them.
And you have no idea where they might be.
Well, they're inside the shelter, I can tell you that. Well, they can't be too far. Wouldn't be surprised if they're somewhere up high.
I thought dwarves were afraid of heights.
Not our Sindri. He was quite the climber. Now me, well, I prefer to keep my feet on the ground, right where they should be.
I am very fond of the dwarves, yet their constant needs. It is exhausting. Oh, Loki. Friend, betrayer. What I'd give for a moment of your guilt conversation. Even the lies. If I were Sindri, where would I hide my beloved tools? Somewhere high up, perhaps. A majestic oak. A majestic oak. Surely this is Sindri's beloved acorn tree. That nest looks like a promising hidey hole. If I had wings, I could reach it easily enough. must reunite these tools with Sindri's remains before the ceremony begins. The disaster has been averted.
Oh, now I see why some call you God!
You're making me blush. Still, I have my moments. Heroes die, but not their legacy. Such was Sindri's courage that tonight he feasts in Valhalla. The first of his kind to ever do so. Ivaldi has come. Perhaps he can be of use.
I'm here for the mead, not the company.
You dwarves and your love of mead. It's caused me enough trouble already.
It wasn't a dwarf who ransacked half of Jotunheim in search of some mysterious mead.
I wouldn't know anything about that. You know, old friend, now would be a good time for some grand gesture.
Like what?
A respectful speech from you, Sindri's greatest rival, would surely...
Ah, fuck off!
We must all make compromises. I can even give you the honeyed words. Time soothes the well of suffering, brings hope that sees beyond chill death, recasts the whirlpool of sorrow into the placid waters of the philosophic mind.
Are those words for Sindri or Baldur?
Baldur lives. Why would he need such words?
Of course, of course. I didn't mean to... Well, you know. Fine, I'll do the speech. But it will be one of my making, not yours. We dwarves don't care much for poetry. Still, we can't set about making speeches until the torches are all lit up.
Ivaldi has come. Perhaps he can be of use.
What do you see, Sunan?
Dwarves have saved a place for me. This is a great honor that they bestow.
My brother. A true master. He was,
I did not like Sindri, and he did not like me. Still, he was good with the hammer, and the chisel, and the saw. And he knew how to work the bellows. Some said better than anyone. Even me. Brocker, your brother was a very fine smithy. I admired him greatly.
Master Broker, you've given Sindri an excellent send-off.
it's the least he deserves. But is it really true he feasts in Valhalla?
It is. I saw it in a vision. Come, let's take a stroll. Now tell me, are you prepared to continue Sindri's good work?
Helping Ivaldi was not my brother's work.
But defying Sutor was. It's what got him killed.
Greed for mead is what got him killed.
It took courage to go after that mead. A direct challenge to Sutor's authority.
This is crooked thinking.
Seems straight enough to me.
You know, I don't reckon I owe you a bloody thing.
I risked my life to retrieve your brother's body. Now I'm prepared to risk it again. For you, and all of Svartalfheim.
Bollocks! You ain't doing anything out of the goodness of your heart. I know what you're after. I know all about your lad Balder. I have ears, you know, even in my grief. So, don't pretend you're here for us, because I know—
Would you have me abandon my own son, and strive only for your salvation?
Okay, when you say it like that. I need time. I'm still grieving, you know? Let me think on it, all right? A little old think.
I should check on Brooker, see if he has come to his senses. If he hasn't, I must encourage him further.